Good morning, beautiful people. Hey, remember, I told you guys that we're going to have a special guest. We got Chef Busy B. Harvey here, and he's going to tell us about his entrepreneurship because remember, he is a serial entrepreneur. So make sure you guys pay attention, stop what you're doing, and listen to Chef Busy B. So, B, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, born and raised in Jacksonville. Back in 2005, I took a job for the state of South Carolina Public Service Commission, working at the age of 24 as a manager. Left there, went to D.C. and worked as a program manager for the FCC's contracted Universal Service. Upon completing that, I did some consulting work in the telecom community all over the United States, traveling all over the country, helping new companies start and get approved, all their regulatory work and paperwork, getting that approved so they could offer telephone service. As I was doing that, in 2011-12, one of my clients was Kroger Food Company. Kroger's a pretty big grocery store chain, Georgia, South Carolina, and other states. They wanted to start a cell phone company offering telecom service, primarily some Obama phone is what some people call it, but it's really called Lifeline. Okay, so they wanted to offer Lifeline. We helped them get approved in all the states, and once they got approved, they said, "Hey, Brian, we know you're from Florida. We would like to offer you a contract in Florida to provide service." So in 2012-13, I came back to Jacksonville. I was in Atlanta at the time. Came back to Jacksonville, started the phone company, got my LLC and everything registered, did everything the right way. Me and Kroger partnered. And basically at times I gave anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 phones out per month.
Wow.
Right. After that, I was able to secure a second contract offering telephone service as a cell phone company in Colorado.
Okay, wow.
So I provided service in Florida and Colorado, flying between the two areas, and it was very great and successful. What we began to see, though, is as the market got saturated, with any good business, you should always have an exit strategy.
Yes, sir.
And as the market got saturated, I figured it was time to get out and venture into new and different things.
Okay.
All right. Some of the different things that we were working on. I had a car wash with my brother.
That's me.
Right.
Yep.
Harvey Brothers Detail. We offered service throughout the BB&T towers.
Right.
Lots of clients throughout the area. Ponte Vedra as well. Another thing I worked on was Busy Bee. I said, hey, there's a lot going on in the community. People are really health conscious these days.
Right.
Honey might be the opportunity to help meet a need and make a couple dollars.
Right. Gotcha.
So that's what we did. We started Busy Bee, and I have a website. We'll have all the information at the end. busybeehouseofhoney.com.
Right.
Where you can make purchases, buy the honey, look at the various honeys that are available. A lot of people don't know it's not just one type of honey. There's several hundreds and sometimes even thousands of types of honey all over the country.
Wow.
And all over the world based on the bee, the pollen, and a lot of other various factors.
Wow.
So that's one of the things I do.
Okay.
Another thing that I'm working on now is I've got Busy Bee Private Catering, Dining and Catering.
Wow. So you're just getting money all kind of ways.
Well,
huh?
I figured the best way to have liquidity when it's needed is to diversify.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. And tell people what diversify means.
Diversify means simply you don't want to have just one source of income.
Okay.
You can diversify your portfolio when it relates to retirement and investments, but you can also diversify yourself and have multiple sources of income.
Okay.
Which is very important.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we're doing. So right now I have investment income, ready for retirement. I'm basically semi-retired already.
Right.
I also have Busy Bee, House of Honey.
Right.
We've got the catering.
Okay.
And I work for a local Well, I work for Budweiser on the weekends.
I know you didn't want to say that. You trying to beat around the bush.
Yeah, but so, that's 4 sources of income.
Right.
Continually constant income.
Wow.
Positive. Some of it, it's all positive income.
Right.
Some of it requires some work, but as with Busee Bee House of Honey, with the website, it pretty much manages itself.
Right.
And that's what we look for when we're looking to diversify and have multiple streams of income.
Gotcha.
We want to have income that will generate with the minimum amount of work required by the entrepreneur. That's me, that's him, and that's you.
Right. Absolutely. So as you can see, Chef Busee Bee Harvey, he gets money all kinds of ways. So we got to remember that it's very important to have multiple sources of income. All these different monies coming into your bank account flowing, so you don't have to worry. And that's the best way to build wealth. So keep that in mind. So, Brian, tell me this. So the inspiration for all of this, what?
Okay, well, my first entrepreneurial opportunity that was really serious and dear to me probably would have been the cell phone company.
Okay.
I worked as a consultant in Atlanta. I was helping a consulting firm get all these clients and make all this money. Millions of dollars. But I wasn't making millions of dollars.
Wow.
Right. And I'm like, they're making millions. I'm making like 80 grand.
Right.
There's a disconnect.
Right.
So I began to network with the team at Kroger, network with other phone companies,
Okay.
and let them know my aspirations to become an entrepreneur. So sometimes you just got to speak up.
Right.
And let people know where you're at and what you're trying to do.
Right. So you can't be scared.
Right.
You can't have no fear in this whole trying to get money all kind of ways.
Right. And Players Club movie, I think she told Diamond, closed mouths don't get fed. So
Absolutely.
You got to speak up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very important.
Absolutely.
So when the owner of the consultant firm found out what I was doing, the first thing he told me is, Brian, you'll never be an entrepreneur.
Wow.
He said, you're an intrapreneur, never an entrepreneur. And he made that word up specifically for me.
Okay.
An entrepreneur. So what he told me is, you'll always work for me, but you'll never work for yourself. So what I told him is, expletive you, it's time to go get this money.
That's right. Get this money. And that's what Chef Busee Bee is doing. He's getting this money all kind of ways. So you've got to remember multiple sources of income.
Yeah.
So that's what we teach here at Agent of Change Credit Solutions. So make sure you guys, diversify and get this money all kind of ways. So, Busee Bee, Chef Busee Bee, let me ask you this. So how can the people get in contact with you?
Well, you can email me at chefbuseebee@gmail.com.
Okay.
You can go on my website, buseebeeHouseofHoney.com, BUSEEBHOUSE.
Right.
OF Honey.
Right. And one more thing I wanted to ask you about. Now, with you do wings and, stuff, and you actually use your own product
Right.
on your wings. Tell them a little bit about that.
That's a good point.
Okay.
So, as you see here, I got several different types of honey. There's 5 types of honey here. Orange Blossom is one. That's this one, Orange Blossom.
Right.
This is something I use a lot when I'm cooking wings.
Wow.
I make my own hot honey sauce for my wings. I also make a teriyaki sauce.
Wow.
And for that one, I use the world's most expensive honey, the most expensive honey in the USA. It's called Tupelo.
Wow. So why is it so expensive?
Well, Tupelo is so expensive because it's hard to produce. For instance, this year, we put the bees out in April, but because of all the rain, we didn't get the yield that we would normally get, which drives up the price. I think it's called supply and demand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, supply and demand.
Yes.
So, for instance, a jar like this runs about $40.
Wow.
Right, and let me tell you why. There's only really 2 places in the United States that you can produce this in large quantity.
Wow.
The Apalachicola River Basin and the Okefenokee Swamp. Our bees produce this in the Apalachicola River Basin area, going toward Tallahassee. It's basically we take them, drop them in the middle of the swamp. A few years ago, we dropped them on a raft in the swamp area, and most recently, we were able to secure some connections with people in that particular vicinity to put the bees out in their particular properties.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Tupelo. Tupelo honey. There are
Wow.
songs about it. It's a phenomenal thing, and it makes the wings sing.
Okay. Yeah. Brian, you got to tell them about your wings now. You know,
All right.
that's a hot
Well,
commodity.
I'll tell you what. I'll post some pictures of, because I got a ton of orders today. So I'll post a few pictures of the wings and some video on my webpage. I'll also post them on my Instagram, FR3SH_1982. FR3SH1982.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll post them on that page so you can see them. They're phenomenal. I mean, they're rave reviews. If you look at my Facebook, Instagram, people are going crazy about them. And it's all because we're using local, natural, raw honey.
Wow. Healthy.
Right. Very,
That is-
very
yeah,
healthy.
Yeah, that is awesome, man. Yeah, and just remember, what it's about is about these multiple sources of income. If you want to build wealth, you've got to diversify your portfolio when it comes to your income. Spread it around. Have all these different sources coming into your bank account, and keep that in mind. So here at Agent of Change Credit Solutions, we want to educate you guys on this money and credit, and we're going to keep having special guests like Chef Busee be here, and y'all see that he's getting money all kind of ways.
I try.
So so that's what it's all about. And listen, we appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned, because next week we're going to have some more great information, and stay tuned for next Sunday at 10 a.m. And we appreciate it. Now, Busy Bees, you got anything you want to say to the viewers out there before we go?
Well, as any great entrepreneur, please go to my website.
Okay.
Buy as much of my product. Not only do I sell honey on my website, but during the week, Monday through Friday, you can place an order
What's up, Tina?
for food on the website. And if it's placed before 9:30, you'll get same day delivery or pickup service.
Right.
We've got a couple of delivery drivers. I'm also working with Postmates. So we have a lot of ways to get it to you hot and fresh, okay? So thank you so much, and thank you, Agent of Change.
Absolutely, man.
for
Absolutely.
having me
And
on
if
your
y'all didn't know it, this is my brother. Now, he's not my baby brother, so I can't say baby brother. But hey, he learned from the best. Okay. Hey, we appreciate y'all watching. And listen, make sure you stay tuned every Sunday at 10 a.m. We're going to keep this going. We're going to educate you guys on this money and credit. And we appreciate you guys watching. Thanks, and we'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye-bye.